Greetings everyone, Angrid here, another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on the bottom left side is the cyan Order of the Dragon, we got Myriad. Spawn on top right side is the orange Ayyubids, we got coRe, with lowercase o. When it comes to map generation, notice immediately for cyan, got pretty good map generation here. Got of course the 2 gold deposits, but what's more interesting, got the 3 wood up front, so he has some pretty good natural coverage. Goomba and another gold deposit just a little bit on the outside of it. And of course, got the gold deposit here, and both deer deposits please close by to each other as well. So it feels like a pretty good map generation for cyan overall. For orange, he has a wood deposit spawn behind it, which means safe to collect. This one feels like a spawn pretty far away, and does have this one that does provide some natural coverage. We got, of course, the berries right there. His first expansion is way front and forward. His natural is behind him. Oh, we got a spearman rush there. How much gold does he have? He has enough to age on up. And he's going for economic wing growth, which will of course give him 3 villagers, and orchards provide additional food. And he left that one with 6 food remaining. Very good micro there. Maybe a good idea for him to drop off the food and just go for this one. Just better safe than sorry. You know, I don't think orange's map generation is all that great. Got this one very far forward. Gold deposit over here is okay. Got, of course, the small and large gold deposit way over here. Stone deposit out in the open as well. Deer deposit and deer deposit pretty spread out. Looks like a really bad map generation for orange, while good for cyan. But cyan does have some good advantages. On fast forward, since back to economic phase. Order of the Dragon players going for the Auction Chapel for a bit of extra collection rate. And we've got a bit of stone being collected up there, so sign for a secondary town center. I mean, one between these 2 gold deposits seemed pretty good to me. You don't really see all the Dragon players go for a secondary town center now, do you? Unless they're trying to go for fortified outposts or something like that? Not sure. Orange sign for the archery range. Of course, get 3 free villagers. And orange is eyeing for a bit of archer aggression. Made something to counter out that spearman. Probably meant to counter the spearman. And go even more forward to this gold deposit. Yep, he's just trying to displace that spearman. Arden gilded spearman now researched. And orange is before an archer and scout. Orange has 2 archers in the field. Spearman does hide away from the archer, very nice, utilizing the shrubbery. The ungilded scout will spot these villagers, collecting up food, and looks like these villagers are going for a town center on the deer deposit. How a year ago? That's, you don't really see this Ford town center deployed all too often anymore. At least in the games I cast. Archer's getting hit there. Scout receiving some damage there. Spearman on the flank. Spearman does have half health. And this archer is backing on off now. Do have now a relatively fast age up, castle age for orange, going for Portugal logistics, give him 3 dervishes, and I'll quickly grab some relics. He has a bit of field pressure with the archers. He also seen the secondary town center. The chance of a kill age 3 is fast age 3 for a sign is not likely. In fact, not at all fast or in nearby future. His base has no gold. Local doggo demands headbats. One Gilded Horseman there. Able to obtain some relics would be great. Or the Dragon player definitely should try aging up to the Bulgrove Palace at this current rate and not go for the Regni's Cathedral, because Orange is going to be grabbing the relics. This also forfeits the faster, cheaper age up. Golden Age Tier 1 has been reached as well, getting plus 10 collection for all resources, very nice. Gilded Horseman is going to cause some issues. You have to take out these archers, no problem. Impales another archer there. Ivan Play's going for more archers. Cultural and logistics is almost complete. Darvish is splitting on up, which is heading for this relic, which is currently protected, and this relic here. No moss in the field just yet. We can always just take the relics, drop them there, and go for others. Most of venison has been claimed, and we've got the Bulgar Pulse now being deployed in the field. And the raffle being built there. Make this units it's effectively a barracks that is built and researched 35% faster and make this unit 35% cheaper. Very nice. With constant production, it can match up to 3 relics of the from the Regni's Cathedral. Assuming you're maintaining constant production at it. You now have veteran, or not necessarily veteran camel lancers, but just camel lancers not deployed in the field. Overall, seems like some man-at-arms would be good. Gilded man-at-arms for Cyan. There's the age up. Gilded Spearmen do take a bit of damage from those archers. They'll start to fall back, taking more hits there. Gilded Lancer, or not Gilded Lancer, Camel Lancer charging. Does impale through the scout. Get some free damage. You have this townsend here, but of course, Orange, Ayyubids, and Absidency have free improved siege engineers. Looks like a Gilded Horseman went down there. The Camel Lancer has taken minimal damage. The Gilded Horseman had, what, 12 damage? With the Camel, and he's the buff and the 4 armor, so 9 health remaining. Yeah, that seems about right. A veteran Gilded Spearman research now the way for the Order of the Dragon player. We also got some Gilded Crossbowmen. Camel Lancer charges way forward. There's nowhere near enough space. Pretty good hit there. Takes out another villager. Looks like a lot of whiff hits there as well. Another one does go down. More of these villagers do go down. Remember, so Gilded villagers do have 65 health, so that's probably safe for some of them. Makes them take another hit inherently. And we almost have the Golden Age Tier 2. Does have Golden Age Tier 2 for faster resource speed, is always very nice. And looks like the Ayyubid player is actually getting pretty low in food. We got a good number of forces advancing. Obtaining some delicious venison. Only 5 villagers there for the single outpost. Camel Lancer is charging way forward. Some of those villagers are already wounded. One that does go down there. 4 villagers killed off by Orange. As well, these skilled villagers are, of course, 28% more effective. So add 28% here, which is hard to do mathematically. 20% would be plus 10. So 28%, I'm just going to say it's 15. I'm going to say 14. And it'll be 66 versus 49. So the Ayyubids do have plus 10 collection for all resources, inherent benefit. They have the same base economic, a little bit more there. But add 10% here, so add 5, so 66 versus 55 roughly. The sign does have better economy. Of course, has 2 town centers compared to Orange's just 1. Looks like all the single sites sort of spawned a little bit more on one side of the map. Not too very well even. Battery ramps now advancing. Good hits there. Battery ramps trying to connect onto that outpost. Archers engaging. We do have, of course, the dervishes have the mass heal effect. Good damage there. Camel Lancer charge way forward. Does get braced a little bit there. Got some man arms mixed on in. Got now emergency repair to help prolong that building's life. Camel Lancer's charging in as well. I heard a lot of good charge hits there. Going straight for the crossbowmans. We get inside the town center, pop on the forest side. Going straight for the villagers now. That's what the coRe calls. These are man arms. Need some gilded spearmen right now. On the building, nothing at the moment. Looks like got more of these villagers getting hit there as well. That's exactly what Orange needs to even out the economy. This bit of pulling. Orange also has every single relic on the map, which effectively gives them plus 10 villagers. So right now their economy seems pretty similar to me at the moment, if after all the benefits. Got these units falling back now. Got a couple Mangonels, or the unique ones for Abyssal Dynasties, which just have another firing mode. The Mangen Key, or how to pronounce that. I have no idea how to pronounce that still. Got plus 1 range armor for Orange. Signs going for more gilded spearmen, more gilded crossbowmen, and more gilded man arms. Right now, Orange is a higher army value as well. Another Mangonel there. Does have 2 battery rams for battering down the structures. And does have Golden Age Tier 3, makes production speed 20% faster. Battery rams now advancing. Mangonels firing the incendiary barrage there. Not exactly great versus infantry, but does offer decent damage versus structures. All these melee units push forward. The Mangonels probably should have been fighting the army this entire time, honestly. Roll some misses there. Missing the crossbow, they need to be mainly targeted towards the range units, I would say. Does get a decent volley there. Two of these crossbowmen are still, or mangonels are still alive. Does get good cleave through there. Does take out that mangonel there with the last remaining mana arms. All the mangonels do go down. Camelites are being picked off by the gilded crossbowmen. Now we're starting to fall back there. I think the bit of poor control there from those mangonels should have been used to engage the army the entire time. Hitting those structures, it can be quite nice to hit those structures, but it's really, honestly, the regular barrage not bad hitting structures as well. Master does go down. Right now, Cyan has a much higher destroyed value. I think that was relatively poor control there by Orange. Orange has less of a smaller army size than Cyan. More crossbow ability for the Ayyubid player, and so does this number of archers. Not doing all too great economy-wise. Let's see, 72 for 73. I just saw 19 villagers went idle there. So looks at these groups, so this gold deposit did go down. On to these other gold deposits. And 1-6 sites have been decaptured, so Orange will not have victory claimed anytime soon. Let's see now. Orange has the Bloodhouse Secondary Town Center now. Oh yeah, I left the minimap in a large size. I don't know if you guys want to see the large minimap or the smaller minimap. In the early game, bringing up the larger minimap is quite nice. But sometimes I forget it's right there. The amount of stuff is sort of right here, so it just sort of blends in. In top center, or just top part of the map, villagers being forced off the berry deposits. Orange cut off 12 villages, Cyan's only cut off 3. Let's see, add 20% to this. And I'm just going to say add 25, so it's roughly, I'm just going to say 100 villagers as offhand math, but it's going to be incorrect. No, 25 would make no sense. So that'll be close to 33. 100 is still close enough. I'm just going to go with 100. Versus, let's see, plus 10% from the Golden Age. So plus add 8, plus add another 10 from... Yeah, it looks like the economists are still keeping even overall. They both have maxed out economic upgrades for this age. And Orange trying to force down this structure. Got some of these villagers nearby. They can simply just run more north. Banning stopping research and hardened spearmen. Hardened spearmen. It's a cheap upgrade, might as well get it, even though he's not fighting against any arm or any mounted unit. At least make it one less step you have to worry about researching when you need to get to veteran or elite spearmen. Ayyubid player has decent resource flow, so he may be on an age up. Does not have access to faster, cheaper age up. Does have military ring reinforcements for 10 desert raiders every 2 minutes, or free level 3 blacksmith upgrades, which you would be very good as well. I have no idea what Trading Bazaar does in Age 4 Trading Bazaar. At that point in time, they have to be basically free to be worth anything. Every 3 minutes, 4 favorable trades. The trades are permanently set depending on the age that they are constructed at when using Trade Wing and enter later ages. more lucrative trades. I have no idea how that looks. It's too subject for RNG. I think this ability should just Trading Bazaar should be a bit more organized with less RNG, where you get supply charges every so often. I don't know, something. I don't like the RNG aspect. And he's going for military reinforcements, which is a pretty good value play. The other ones, the Trade Wing Advisors, give 7 structures permanent bonus health units. We got the very rare Elsbach Palace now being established up here to help find the gold and stone. He has already a good amount of villagers there, so he doesn't really need the full effect of the Palace of Swabia. So Elsbach Palace to help also secure some very valuable gold is a very good idea. We got a pretty good firing line spring guards here. Crossbowmen, archers engaging. Some of these spring guards are going down. The good crossbowmen do hit pretty hard. Would hit even harder if he had the other Age 1 landmark for steel bolts. Orange is losing quite a bit of stuff here. Military reinforcements will of course get him some wealth reinforcements. He may want to at least get the veteran research for the Desert Raiders researching right now. The Dark Age or Feudal Age Desert Raiders are not too great in Imperial Age, let's be honest. Elsbach Palace now deployed in the field, trying to obtain gold and stone. Elite man-at-arms and elite crossbowman research for the Order of the Dragon player. The Ayyubid player eyes for gunpowder units. He definitely should go for his gilded archers. And they also have the scaled arm with possibility to give them +3 range armor. Desert Raiders are straightforward. They indeed fact the Feudal Age Desert Raiders. We've got the veteran Desert Raider research on the way, as well as elite horsemen and elite crossbowmen. And you have now the increased gold drop-off research for the Order of the Dragon. That's a very good research. Man-at-arms will be going down, just leaving crossbowmen engage crossbowmen. We got a man-at-arms engage some of these villagers right there. Spring golden placement being upgraded somewhere here. No Tithe launchers yet for the Ayyubid player, which does have every single relic for it. Large amounts of research now being researched. Almost enough for Golden Age 2 or 4. Nope, needs 12 more structures. Not 40, but 50. Or's now trying to obtain this gold deposit. That's not going to go well. Elsbach Palace does have increased health and bows by damage reduction influence aura.
Angeschossen habe ich umgehalten.
More Desert Raiders, veteran Desert Raiders. He could go for elite Desert Raiders, but not critical at this moment. He's also out of gold, so he needs this gold. He has a good amount of farms back here, and a massive power research for the Order of the Dragon player. He does have a... Their economies are pretty similar, but I think Cyan has pulled slightly ahead. Over in the field, Cyan could also eye for pulling out less military units in the field, or less villagers in the field to get more military units in the field. Which he may not be doing. Got the horsemen straightforward, got a good number of spearmans there. They have similar military unit size. But Orange is higher to army value at the moment. Horsemen and Desert Raiders charging way forward. All of them are light units, but no heavy units for the Ayyubid player for the crossbowmen to counter. Orange has a good number of crossbowmen as well, which Cyan has no heavy units. Ball run's going to look to be picked off by those horsemen. Gold deposit almost fully seized here, which is very nice for Cyan. I'll grab the keep now. There's of course a paratrebuchet sieging it. Cyan's trying to grab as much gold as possible before going on down. These villagers need to get a drop of gold they have in their pockets or in their hands and go to the keep. Let's get fully inside the keep there. Cyan did lose a good number of villagers, so Orange has a better economy at the moment. Though no Type Orange just yet, can see the lack of gold, stone income. Keep will be destroyed, and those of these villagers will go on down. The armor tag is now the way for the Order of the Dragon player, and he will lose a good chunk of those villagers there. That's still pretty good control of this gold in this region. And go for basic air inputs to ward away villagers from cooking up that piece of gold. How much gold is left right here? 1,500, so it's worth the claim. Just imagine a small gold deposit that does not exist on this map. The one of the 1,600 gold deposits. Fortified outpost here. Instant damage on these horsemen. So close strings not being used for the Order of the Dragon Place, so it looks like on eye for Gilded Archers. Has some Cannoneers as well. Cyan's pushing up north, trying to claim as much gold as possible. Could go for another mining camp there for more saturation. Orange will slowly clean up all that infrastructure. Cyan does have a significant army here and has a larger army value in the field, as well as more army population in the field. The archers push way forward, hand cannoneers as well. I don't think I've seen Serpentine Gunpowder just yet. Serpentine Gunpowder actually can stack with Cyan for Order of the Dragon, so they can get a pretty good sprint. So their attack speed is faster than the duration of the Serpentine Gunpowder, so they can actually stack up speed and sprint across the map if they stand along the firing. Senior is not being researched by the Ayyubid player, also going for elite archers as well. Both players have some hand cannoneers. Order Dragon players going for a decent number of them. Those villagers quickly on down, but also keep will be built in time. He's inside the keep, he's not paying close enough attention. Does lose all those villagers there. And now the keep is taking a bit of damage there. Down south we do have some horsemen hitting these villagers. Keeps taking some damage. We also got the culverin firing away. Out there getting some healing in combat. These guys do have 29 force damage. Dragon Cannoneers and the Gilded Archers getting some good damage on, but they're getting countered by the Archers. Cannoneers firing away. We do see Dragon Scaled armor on these Archers. Some Desert Archers also floating through as well. Gilded Spearmen hitting them. And these guys are quickly ripped apart there. And looks like this trebuchet will go down to the Man-at-Arms. And then the older dragon players going for more dragon cannoneers. No serpentine gunpowder on them just yet. Archer's getting some good bonus damage there. Got some keyloms being pulled on the field. I'm not sure how effectively we will be right now. He is going to go for elite keyloms. And Cannoneers can be quite good against keyloms. Another round of horsemen plotted by Orange. Very nice. Triple culverins now being pulled on the field. Sitting on the moss for 3 of these relics inside. He does have Tide Barn. The moss does go down. Horsemen trying to charge, take up those culverins. Those are probably being focused down. No siege walks just yet though. And Side's now going for the Serpentine Gunpowder. Another round of Desert Raiders now pulled in the field. Grand Cannoneers do have 4.5 tower range, same as the Desert Raiders before they get so close range, but they, of course, they actually do not. Orange probably should to get so close range soon, but right now he's running low on gold. Doesn't have too much wood either, so Archer actually is in trouble. He's going for a big round of horsemen. Last culverin does go down there. Sign down south does have a Man-at-Arms being picked off by Keep. Horsemen and Orange starting to fall back to the region. I heard relics picked them up. Looks like another mosque is built, so Ayyubids going to try to pick them up. Rounds of villages going down. Do have a battering ram here. These villages do have 98 health. The cannon does 73 damage, so it will take more than one shot to take them out, but the AoE damage is another matter. And we do have Orange now trying to push down the battering ram. Horseman down there will be going down. Orange is still grabbing this gold deposit here. Cyan's trying to stop him. Large number of stables there. Cyan's on into a bit more stability in his life. They got now the elite spearman reaching all the way for the Ayyubid player. It looks like Orange is going to lose this keep and all the villagers inside, but Orange is going to be straight forward here. We have biology research. We do have what appears to be the army tactics. Orange now push way forward. We got a good number of forces over here. Orange firing away. Good number of good archers and all the melee infantry starting to close on in. Orange not really engaging them though, taking a lot of free damage there. Horseman is trying to engage some of the spearmen towards the villagers. Blue's now eyeing, or Science now eyeing for biology. Capital is, of course, being garrisoned by all these villagers. Horsemen trying to engage those archers. Science losing a good number of villagers. Capital's fully garrisoned. Those are scouts. Orange deployed a big ground scouts for some odd reason. Maybe that been a misclick. I first thought they were warrior scouts, but that's of course the wrong civilization. More gilded horsemen pushed on the field. Got some spearmen, however, engaged. Got the Dervishes on the front line trying to get mass healing done. Archers and continues in the back line. Overman's push way forward. Some of these horses escaping on by, but they're slowly being picked on off. Science able to break through the center though. Mining camp does go down, minor loss. It does go down there. Also does back on off. Got more of these archers push way forward. Cannoneers and archers getting hit quite hard there. Science horsemen trying to go straight for killing farms or killing off villagers. Spearmen advancing, intercepts some of the guild horsemen. Archers retaliating though. Now got the grease axle resources for the Order of the Dragon player. Horsemen being pursued there and there. Horsemen now advancing. Engaging the barracks there. These horsemen trying to skirt on by. These horsemen heading up north. Tons of infrastructure slowly going down. Side starting to slowly win the game. Orange has a bit of wood to work with, not too much food and very little gold. For the elite camel or elite desert raider. Starting being picked on off there. More man-at-arms, more archers. Over and slowly advance the way forward. Up north we do have just an outpost here. And looks like Sign has just blocked off this area to prevent trade, though there may or may not be an opening right there. There's a stump there, so I'm not exactly sure. Orange does have a good amount of villagers. Sign does as well. Of course, he's lacking the relics. May as well add 20% here. Just going around it to 25% and call it 100, so plus 25. So they have roughly similar economies. Of course, Ayyubids does have the Golden Age Tier 1 as well as the relics, which is providing a great amount of income. So Orange does have a better economy, even though he's on the defensive. Cyclist with his him being offensive, he has less civilian population. He can get a larger army fielded. He has 97 versus 74. Besides now obtained every single sticker site, so good eye for keeps around there. Actuality, orange can easily be captured. Just task one of those villagers to be captured. And it looks like orange trying to go for Cyan's trying to go for a keep here. It's also right next to sacred site. Horseman comes for a nice little flank there. Got a number of gilded spearmen. Going straight for those culverins. One goes down. Second likely going down. Let's get repair up with the villager, so he does save the last remaining culverins. A number of spring goals upon defensive position since he has a efficiency tier 5 golden age. These now desert raiders are almost as effective as Magidai, actually probably equal to Magidai at this moment in time. Of course, they don't have super bowstring, so they don't increase in range. A lot of hits there. Takes out Spring Ball to fall into the with the 2 culverins of Cyan. This culverin's taking a bit of beating there. Does not take it out there. This culverin's taking a bit of beating. Both sides just funneling reinforcing the center of the map. Both sides have a good amount of archers firing away. Both sides have trouble maintaining maximum population. Orange is eyeing for more spearmen and horsemen, and has a mix of resources but nothing too significant, while Cyan does also lack quite a bit of gold. Has some wood, very little wood, plenty of food to work with. But he's eyeing for just general horsemen and archers still. Orange slowly breaking out this containment, has a very large number of culverins on the field. There's a Cyan's keep there. Second site up here has been decaptured. Cyan's not going for another keep. I think that was a cancel? Yeah, so has 1,000 stone there. Rolling Shroud is now being researched by Orange. Central VP is now being decaptured by Orange. So his army's getting a little split up there. More horsemen, more archers being brought up with the Order Dragon player, but right now he's not deploying anything, and he's far from pop cap. Orange is at pop cap. Decaptures another sacred site there. Cyan's falling back, still not. He's putting a couple more Dragon Hand Cannoneers. I think right now, also just going for mass man arms against the. Yeah, probably mass man arms at the moment. Or it's not going for textiles. Cyan's still not building a whole lot. He has a bit of gold and wood to work with. I'm not sure what he's planning right now. Orange sign for siege works. Orange does not have too much resources to stockpile as well, but could eye for a bit of a trade transition. But he may be eyeing just trying to close up the game rather than go for any longer. This map has very little gold remaining, just a tiny bit right here. Orange does, of course, have every single relic, and his opponent has none, so at least denying his opponent's trade is always quite good. Orange does have a pair of villagers down there. A simple outpost in the corner right there would be just good enough to help spot and deny trade. Orange not going for silk bowstring. It's going for all the university technologies. Also going for the lack of a bit more berries in the field. What's left of them? Ivy Play has plenty of food, has a decent wood reserve, has a good number of spearmen and horsemen queued on up, very nice, and has some spring golds queued on up as well. Not too much gold at the moment. Did some of those things just die? That must have been a deletion order there. Looks like Orange is attacking those units there. I'm not sure. The Spock Palace is now under fire. No markets over here. If I have to delete these 3 farms, apply for proper market placements either way. Orange has plenty of food and wood, but not. It has some build queue going. Orange doesn't get a massive queue going. Cyan's now advancing a number of villagers, trying to go for a keep here. Let's see, what is he does not see that. Supposed to be capturing that now. Push forward, so he's going to lose those culverins. Got these horsemen pushing on the flank, getting hit by cannoneers. Cannoneers won't hit anything. But the great flank there. Cyan does kill off all those culverins. He'll go for these spring goals next, but unlikely. Does save one of his own culverins as well. Keep has been deployed out there. Does garrison inside of it. Orange has a pretty good queue of reinforcements available, going for a large number of spearmen. His opponent's going for a large number of archers. Orange bring in some more forces. Hand cannon is fired away. Engage some of these forces over here. Horsemen engage the horsemen. Horsemen back line. The amount of archers that Cyan's going for, it feels like Cyan's going to have a bit of a better position with all these spearmen. Of course, Orange still has a good number of horsemen, and it's going for more horsemen. Orange has 12 hand cannoneers. Cyan has 3 at the moment, all of which are countered by archers. Those units get cleaned on up. Cyan is almost remaxed. Orange is remaxed. Trying to go for more horsemen. Has some wood and gold to work with. Plenty of food. May sell off 3,000 food at least. Orange has some food to work with and some wood and gold. Spearman push forward, engaging all the horsemen. Of course, got a good number of archers by Cyan as well. His own culverins firing in the back line. Guards falling back after the field of horsemen pushing forward, engaging the archers. Cyan will hold over here, and some of the spring goals are being cleaned on up. These horsemen will be cleaned up in return. Right now, these guild of horsemen are actually more expensive than spring goals. Spring goals right now for Orange cost 200 resources, while the guild of horsemen cost 240. So you gotta be very careful. Make sure you try to get as more damage you're dealing than receiving. Right now, Cyan is ahead by 8,000 gold or value destroyed. At this point in time, nothing too significant. Orange has a massive stockpile, but mostly trash. Does have a good way to key launch. Putting up, he does have a good key launch as well. Keeps on the fire. More horsemen, more spearmen, and more dragon cannoneers for the Scion. Horsemen closing on in for Orange, and got this keep taking severe damage. The keep does get destroyed there. Horsemen slowly being cleaned on up back there. Of course, got the camel unease debuff against them. They saw all those gilded horsemen there. The destroyed value is largely evening out, so Orange is starting to put more, take more cost effectiveness in favor. Scion right now has nowhere near enough Q. In fact, he's far from pop cap, while Orange maintaining the max out population. Scion has a pretty good amount of gold, so utilize it. I think he bought some wood there. The number of archers in the field and horsemen, so maybe some man-at-arms would be a good idea. Gilded man-at-arms. Paul does not have elite knights. It does not have elite knights. Should have at least elite man-at-arms, right? Yes. We also have some traders being plotted by Scion. Take a nice diagonal route to get a squeeze a little bit more value. 62. That's actually not super great. But that could be because I have Orange selected. If we switch player, it may change because the camel trade caravans have the value. No, that's correct. I guess it's because it's not in the corner there, that's why it's reduced. Orange's horsemen push away forward, trying to disrupt the trade and farming. Not looking good for Scion. More archers advancing. Scion's still not maintaining proper production. Orange has max up population and has a pretty good queue of resource units in the field on queue. So he can start just plowing into his opponent. The 4 landmarks he needs to kill off. Of course, this one's already destroyed. The 3 more landmarks he needs to kill off is, of course, the Capital, the Aachen Chapel, and the Bulgar Pulse. All a nice little line there. Orange is unlikely going to be able to get 4 battalions spawn field with this population queue going. Got a number of archers here, engaging some traders as well. Did not see that, my apologies. We also got the walls going on up. Needs to close up that bit there. They would fully deny trade. But yeah, it looks like Scion is going to lose the game at the current rate. And Cannoneers being focused down by the archers, very nice. And Scion does back the game now. This is Grade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.